How's everybody doing? Idiot of the day, commit don't quit live stream. Let's go hiking. I hope everybody's having a good one. Happy Tuesday, or Tuesday. Let's see, let me pull the chat up. I realize there's some people here and I apologize. I was just running around in the background. Like I said to everybody, it gives me about 10 minutes to get things all set up before we start. Also, it sends out a notification. I send it out through Twitter, and also the funny thing is, I don't think usually the notifications go out right away when I go through OBS, but today for some reason I got it on my phone. It was hilarious. I looked and there was the notification like 30 seconds after I went live. So anyways, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's fantastic. It's beautiful here today. Spring is here. Maybe it's not for everybody, but it is here. I went for about a 50-minute hike. I went hiking. I went for a walk. Every day I'm going to spruce it up 5-10 minutes. So anyways, thanks for coming. Much appreciated. Heavy Metal Magnet, I know you were here. I imagine he's not here right now, but he was dropping in saying hi. Great, buddy. Thanks a lot for coming. I appreciate you dropping in. Much appreciated. Drew, how you doing, buddy? Drew's Food Reviews. Jeff of the Tuesday. Yep, got my Tuesday shine, as Gary would say. It's good to see you. Albert, a.k.a. Turtle Albert, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Sweet Angel, hey, how are you? It's great to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Everybody say hi to each other. You know what? If there's someone new that you don't know, if you're checking the channel out, leave a message on one of their videos. If you like, if you're going to go back, watch their channel again, please leave a message. That way they can come and check your channel out as well. Because sometimes, you know what? Not everybody remembers everybody that's in the chat. And unless you're doing it while you're on the chat, you know what? It's sometimes easier just to drop a message, and that way they can come and check your channel out as well. Because you never know who your next big interest or your new friend on here is going to be. Let's see here. Desmond's Donders. Hey, Dave, how are you, buddy? Those photos in your video today, those were done by, are those you or are those Lindsay? Fantastic job. Fantastic. Beautiful. That waterfall and stuff like that. I was going to say to you, I thought I better not say it in the video because if I leave an imprint, you might fall asleep. I was going to say, man, that waterfall, it reminds me somewhere like, I don't want to say Game of Thrones because I know you're going to go the minute I say it, but it reminded me of an image in something like Lord of the Rings, Dave. It looked absolutely amazing. Let's see here. Tiger Craps. Hey, Tiger Craps, how are you? It's good to see you. Eileen Vayu, the fam. Eileen, how are you? It's good to see you. Great to see you. Don't forget to thumbs up, guys. Sweet Angel, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Give me 2 seconds to have some shine here, as Gary says. Just water, but I'm going through a lot of this. Oh, look at, no, I'll fill it up, hey? I'll fill it up right here. Look at that. Look at, as quick as I go in, I can, oh man, look at that. Oh, it disappears. I don't know if this is not a brook. I don't know what this is, if it's just another tiny little waterfall or whatever, but another image we had. The sad part is, yesterday, Joe says, oh my gosh, I turned into your live. Joe's my wife, everybody. She turned in to my live yesterday while we were live. She said I had the earbud in, but I couldn't. I was just going for lunch. So she said I looked, and there's the waterfall. She says I couldn't believe it. I was so upset about it. I said, what's the matter? Anyways, Sunday night, my wife and I, every Sunday, my wife and I, Joe, would do a show called the Jeff and JoJo Show. Just means my wife gets to come on YouTube with me on Sunday night, which is the best part for me. I love when she's on with me. She could be on every day. This would be perfect, but she can't. She's at work. So, needless to say, Sunday night, she was all excited. We got the green screen last week. She was excited. She says, let's get some images and stuff like that. So we downloaded a couple images right before we went live on Sunday of some waterfalls and stuff like that. And she says to me, she says, now, the one we used yesterday, I think, is the one she really wanted to use. Where's that? Let me see if I have that. There, oops. Anyways, you can see sorry about that. When I use each scene, I sometimes have to pull the green screen image. Just, I'm not going to do it on here because the, give me a second, maybe I can. Give me 2 seconds. Let me fix this. There we are, that's fixed. So this is the one she wanted to use. She loves this one the most. This one we used yesterday. It almost looks like a mini Niagara Falls or something. Anyways, that's the one she really wanted to use. And I'm going to go back to today's. But what happened was the green screen itself it's so wide, and it's fine for me to be on, but it's not quite wide enough for like 2 people unless we went like this and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is probably for next week we're going to put there are different pipes in that hold up the green screen up the top and the bars and stuff like that. So we're going to extend the top portion and stuff like that. And if we extend that about a foot, I guess, the 2 of us will be able to get in there. But we did this Sunday night just a couple minutes before we went live, and we didn't have time to extend the bars. So by next week, I told her one way or the other we're still going to use one of the waterfalls because that's what she really wanted to use. So anyways, that's that. Let me get back into the chat. Hope everybody's having a good one. You know me, it doesn't take me long to get far behind, so I could be a couple seconds behind here as usual. Let's see. Drew, you're hilarious. You know what? That was so funny when Maria did that. Drew, food reviews. Let's make sure to smash the idiot button. Oh, geez, Drew, that's hilarious. Good to see you. Desmond's Donders, Dave says, Lindsay takes the still photos. Well, they're beautiful, Dave. They are. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to make sure I have the image down here. We did a video like thanking a mail call, just a video a couple days ago about, I think it was Sunday or Saturday. I forget now what day it was. Put it up. It thanks Desmond's Donders and his wife Dave and Lindsay from Desmond's Donders. They sent us a beautiful image and stuff like that. Almost looks like a postcard, but it's an image that Lindsay took and stuff like that. Absolutely beautiful. It's like an orange background from the sun, stuff like that. I don't know if it's the sun going down, but it's absolutely beautiful and stuff like that. I'll show you tomorrow for sure. And also some stickers and stuff like that of, you know, Desmond's Donders logo. You can see the RV that he has in his logo, stuff like that. He's got some stickers. There's 2 stickers that he sent us, and then sent us a lovely note and that. Anyways, yeah, here we go, Stuttering Jeff. Yeah, definitely bring that and show you tomorrow for sure. One awesome background. Thanks, Sweet Angel. You know what it is? I get bored when I'm on. You know what? Here's I've got like a million different scenes, and let me see if we still have. We have different views and stuff. Sweet Angel, there's an old image that I have of. Let me see if I can fix that quickly. There we are. Like I said, the green screen, I sometimes have to pull it in and out for each image. This was an image that we had. We have a bunch of different images and stuff like that. That's what we started with, like a different fall scene and stuff like that. And literally, I don't want to say I got bored, but I've been playing with his OBS, and I told everybody every week. We first started with images because I didn't think we could use video, and I honestly couldn't use video because I was using like big videos and stuff, and they were too large and stuff like that. And our computer is an older one, so it doesn't have the power for it. So then I was playing around a couple of weeks ago, and I found as long as I use videos, what do you call it? Short, small, little tiny videos like this one. It just does a loop. It loops for about, I think it does 30 seconds or a minute or something. They're all different. Some of them are minutes, some of them are a minute and a half. Then they just loop and they go the whole show and stuff like that. But the images and stuff like that, that's what we're using at the beginning. I like those. I thought, oh wow, these are beautiful, and they are. But I was trying to get different images for each week, and then all of a sudden I realized I could use videos as long as they're no longer than 25 megabytes. Anything bigger than 25 megabytes, like I said, that's why 25 megabyte file video is going to be small enough for this to work. And anything beyond that, it may work, but it could be kind of messed up. And they're, like I said, they're just really small, tiny files. Let's see here. Desmond's Donders, except for the star photos, they are surely me. Ah, okay. They're usually me. Okay, good. I understand then. That makes sense. Desmond's Donders Sunset. we are never up for sunrise unless we're having a very late night. Oh gosh. Am I still on? Good. Okay. So how's everybody's day doing? Everybody having a good one? I'm so excited for spring and stuff like that right now. Every day I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get out and try to get out for a walk and stuff like that. It's so nice and stuff like that. I call it a hike, but literally it's just a walk. I'm trying to get myself in better shape over the winter. I don't want to say I let myself go, but I wasn't out walking and exercising like I should have. I became stagnant and stuff like that. So needless to say, the last week I've been getting out every day, and I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now. I'm starting to feel sluggish, and you start to get headaches, and you start to feel all you want to do is sleep. I thought, gosh, I'm getting older, but I felt like I'm turning into an old man before my time. So I thought, it's time to get this thing going and get myself back up and running. And the reason for the hat is, I like the hat. I wear a hat all the time pretty much, except usually when I'm on here. But if I don't, I shave my head and stuff like that. And the light and stuff like that bounces off my head here. It gives me like a nice little white shine and stuff here. And also, sometimes if I'm using the green screen, it can actually almost take portion of your head and like remove it. So it's that's what the hat's for, pretty much. Let's see here where we are. Let me just make sure this is still working. Sorry, everybody. Let me close this, reopen it. Okay, give me a second. Oops. Gonna pull out the pop-out chat again. Okay, let's get that going. Sorry, my chat failed again on me, and when it does, I just need to reload it. I don't know if I'm still live. I may not be, unfortunately. I'm gonna just have to load that. I might not be live. I don't think I am. Sorry, everybody. I might have to restart this. I thought it was live, but it doesn't look like I am. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Dave, I'm sorry. You know what it is? Literally, the screen went black, and it just stayed black. And the green portion of OBS that usually stays at the very bottom. Usually, when I go off, when I stop the stream, the green, it's literally a little green box that just show you're online. It went off completely. The chat went black, and everything that everybody was saying just disappeared. I thought that was weird, so I went back in, I closed the chat, reopened it. It was still black, and I thought, it says that I was streaming live through YouTube, but on OBS, the green light was off, and there was no chat. And literally, all of a sudden, it popped up, and you said, you're live still. So anyways, it is what it is, right? It can happen. So I'm really sorry for that. I apologize. I'm trying not to have technical glitches, but I mean, it is what it is. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Stay on. Oh, gosh. Viewed this. Hey, Tony, how are you? How far behind is he? Laugh a lot afternoon, all afternoon, Jeff. Tony, I'm actually trying to stay as close to the chat as I can. I'm all wound up. Literally, I've started walking the last week, Tony, and every day I'm adding 5 minutes to my walk. And I was out today. My gosh, it was beautiful. I had the coat. I've been walking with my winter coat done up like this. Since it's been so darn cold and stuff like that, but just enough to get out every day. But today it was beautiful. I could have had it just t-shirt on. It was so nice. And you know what? I think tomorrow, if it stays nice like this, I'm gonna get I got like an SUV, a RAV4 and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get it washed and then vacuumed out. The wife and the kids are like, Dad, you need to get this cleaned up. I wash the car every winter, but I don't vacuum it and stuff like that. So, kids are getting in and out of the car, and there's gravel and all this stuff. So the car needs to be cleaned. So I'm gonna get that done tomorrow. Eileen says you're still live. Eileen, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Gemma's Journey Grace. Hey, Gemma. Yep, you are live. Gemma, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Yes. Can you imagine? That's how I would love to start that. Is it live or is it Memorex? Do you remember that? The commercials and stuff like that? You remember in the back of the magazines? There's that guy and he had the wild flowing hair. He sat there in his chair like this. And it just looked like he was like driving and stuff like that in a sports car. In a race car. Is it live or is it Memorex? Oh my gosh, Memorex. I haven't heard that saying Memorex in probably about 15 years. Remember tapes? I probably in the 80s and stuff like that, I went from records into tapes. And, I used tapes for everything. And then, the 90s rolled around and CDs came in. But I think I had like a million tapes sitting in the corner in a box and stuff like that. My gosh, Memorex. Yes, is it live or is it Memorex? Yeah, Memorex. Oh my gosh. Kevin's Journey Grace. Hey Jeff, Gemma, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know you were saying that you met up with one of your groups and stuff, Gemma, with one of the politicians and that. Did it go well? It sounded like you were excited and stuff like that. I'm happy about that. That's great, Gemma. It really is. Eileen Vayu, the fam, OBS does that to me all the time. Yeah, it does, Eileen. And I mean, I love it. It's great. You know, you get to mess around with stuff like this and try to improve it and stuff like that. We're going to change things up a little bit. But you know what I've been looking at? I've been looking at, not the branding, I don't know what it's called. You know, when I saw Fitz at Bakes the other day, did a video. And, a lot of people are doing this stuff. I didn't think of doing it. But I think I might look into it. It can't hurt, right? It's just something to look into. But this, not branding, what is it? That's not sponsorship when they send you stuff like that. I think he did a video on like something mints and stuff like that. I can't think. It's not. Is it branding or something? And I don't think it's branding or sponsorship. It's something like that. You write to them and then you give them a proposal and stuff like that. What you're interested in doing or something, or just saying that you're interested in doing stuff like that. And then if they accept it, then they start sending you stuff. I think they start with the mints and then go from there. But I thought, what? It can't hurt. I was reading some of them. I thought, oh yeah, there was a million of them, stuff like that. But I started looking into them, and the first ones I was looking into, it's like, oh yeah, you can only start if you have 5,000 subscriptions and stuff. And I thought, well, I definitely don't have that, so that's useless. Then there's one like Freedom, and there's one other something Fame Bid or something. I don't know what the difference is. I haven't really looked into it well enough. I think. Who was it? Does everybody know Ian Corzine? He's a lawyer from Vegas, from Nevada and stuff like that. I was watching one of his videos, and I thought, I'm going to take a look at this. It can't hurt. It's kind of interesting, so I think I'm going to look at that. There was something else I was going to tell you, but I can't remember what it was. Drew's food reviews. Hey, can Jeff hit the high note and shatter glass? Yeah, no, I can't, Drew. Can you imagine that opera singer? Jeff the opera singer, here we go. La, la, la. No, I better not, right? Because I don't know if even hitting a note or something, if I start singing like that, I'll get in trouble. I don't know the whole, whatever behind all the, it is what it is, right? Let's see. Gemma says, yes, I did a video about it yesterday. Oh, we'll have to take a look, Gemma. That's amazing. Good stuff. Drew Food Reviews. I found an old Discman portable CD player in the garage the other day. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't know. I don't have anything. I don't even have a CD player anymore, Drew. The only thing technically that I listen to CDs or anything on is the computer, and I don't even listen to them on there. The car's got one, but I don't listen to it on there. I put all our music on the phone, and then I plug it in, or I use Bluetooth with the phone and stuff like that, and listen to it that way. Or anything that I had from CDs, I pretty much burned to folders and stuff on the computer, and I listen to the music that way. I wish we had a stereo, but no such luck. We just don't have the money right now for that, but that's fine. Nomadic Bike. Hey, Bill, how are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. How's the weather down in Illinois? I haven't talked to my brother in a few days, so I don't know. Actually, I haven't talked to him in weeks. I shouldn't say a few days. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't talked to him in about probably 2 months, so I shouldn't say that I've talked to him anytime soon. But I don't know what the weather. I imagine it's probably fairly similar to here. Spring seems to be here. It's kind of gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's too nice to be inside. So yeah, it is too nice to be inside. Nomadic Bike. It's warming up. Good. Yeah, same here. Literally, I'm going for a walk every day just to try to. I found, over the winter, it's something I like to do. Just get out, go for a walk and stuff like that. My wife was always saying, it seems to help you and stuff like that. If you ever get down or you're not feeling whatever, I find if I go for a walk, everything just disappears. All I need is 10-15 minutes, and you get your thoughts off whatever goofy thing it doesn't matter what it is, if it's the kids or just life itself. I find the walk seems to make me feel like $1 million for some reason. I mean, it's just, I guess it is what it is. Ponamore, hey Sebastian, how you doing? Good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. Nomadic Bike, I did my live outside again yesterday. That's awesome, Bill. You know what the problem is, Bill? I don't have our data is horrible here in Canada. We have 2 gigs of data, and I mean, we have unlimited internet. That's good, but the data itself, it doesn't. 2 gigs, and 2 gigs isn't a lot. You do a few things on YouTube. You do watch this, watch that. Before you know it, you've done 2 gigs. So that's the only reason I don't. If I could, I'd love to go outside. I think it would be so much nicer and stuff. I mean, I could literally probably sit right outside the door here, about 30, 40 feet away from here. But I think about 5 feet after that, the signal goes out. I did my live out again yesterday. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I was. There we are. Oh man. Oh gosh, a nomadic bike. Yeah, that Canadian data thing. Oh, it's terrible. They charge you about $100, $100 for 2 gigs or something like that. And, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's normal price. To me, that's pretty expensive, and I don't know. It doesn't last very much. It doesn't last at all. But I mean, it's decent. Like you know, the phone. I can't complain about the phone. Just you know, we use Wi-Fi for the phone anyways for everything. So it's, and anywhere you go, you can just use Wi-Fi. Except outside, I can only go so far. But that is what it is. Let's see. Gosh, there we are. So I see Michael Fires. He seems to be getting all excited about being outside and stuff like that. He's getting in a great mood and stuff like the good weather. I think, you know, I feel the same way in that. I think a lot of us probably do. But nomadic bike. Oh my gosh, nomadic bike, $50 a month, unlimited here. Wow. Now is that Bill? Is that $50 a month for like unlimited usage, like for data too, or is that just $50 for your phone? $50 a month, unlimited here. Yikes. You know, it's one of the most. I don't know what it is overseas. It could be more expensive overseas too. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to make things up and say that I know, because I really don't. But I know in Canada, it just seems like. I remember one guy. He changed his about 6 months ago. His data carrier here in Canada told him they were switching things, and you know, he had so much data and stuff, and so much usage and stuff. He didn't have unlimited. I think he had so many gigs or whatever a month, like. And he exceeded it, and they didn't tell him. They didn't send any emails saying that they. What happened when they switched over 6 months ago? The service agreement had changed. There was no change. There was no email sent out or anything. He said to let them know. They just, you know, they say they advise you. You have to find things out yourself online, which I find there's a lot of that now. But he literally says to me, he says, they didn't say anything. They let it go on for 3 months. And my what's it called? I kept going over my thing. He says, I knew I was going over, but I didn't think I was going over that much. But he said, they told me there was, at the beginning, like a year ago, the charge when you went over was next to nothing. It was a few bucks, like $10, $15. Well, they didn't tell him that every gig that he was using, I think they were charging like $15 a gig or something like that. Anyways, he was charged like $300 one month, $280 one month. But by the time 4 or 5 months went by, he owed $1,200, and he said they didn't send any bill out or anything. All of a sudden, he received a bill saying that he owed an extra $1,200, and he says, "I don't have 1,200." He says, "You know, not everybody has $1,200 sitting around," but that's what I mean. The data stuff here is just right through the roof as far as I'm concerned. Desmond Saunders Dave says my £6 is unlimited text and 1,500 minutes of calls. Yikes, that's not bad. Now, this, like I said, the $100 and that gives you, I think it's 200 minutes of, 200 minutes anytime during the day, during the month. But after 6, I think it is, it's from 6 in the morning to 6 at night to 6 in the morning, or 7 at night to 7. I think it's 6 in the morning, 6 in the day. Let me start this over. 6 at night to 6 in the morning. Anything after that, you can call it U.S. and Canada. I think it is free. No, you don't have to worry. You're not going over. They don't include your minutes. But up to that, you have 200 minutes a month. So I don't use this thing ever to call anybody in the day. The odd person I'll call my daughter or my mom if I need be and stuff like that. But I never go up to the 200 minutes ever. Maybe like not even. I probably wouldn't even hit 60 minutes in a month. But yeah, no, they know how to get you. Nomadic Bike says talk, text, and high-speed data. Yes. Oh gosh, Tony viewed this as back. I think my boss is catching on me hanging in live streams at this time. Oh, hey Tony, don't ever worry about that. Just you know, I love having you, but please don't ever. Nobody ever think they have to. I mean, I know you wouldn't, but I appreciate you coming. But like, you know what, work's more important than that's what I'm saying. But you know what I'm trying to say. Thanks very much, Tony. But don't get yourself in trouble. Anybody, nobody. Drew's Food. I go to McDonald's or Starbucks to use their Wi-Fi. I go live in the car. Drew, that's what I was doing. You know what? Back before Christmas or something, our data provider kind of messed us up with our internet. They shut us down because my wife had called to increase the speed. We were on a really low speed package and stuff like that, our internet. So she wanted to bump it up to 75 megs or whatever. Unlike that, we were at like 12. It was like dial-up almost. It was garbage as far as I'm concerned. So what she did, for like $15 extra a month, you could bump it up to 75 megs and stuff. So she said $15, you know, I think it was the same price for 3 or 6 months. Then after that it went up to 15. I said, yeah, definitely do that. So we did, and they said, oh yeah, there won't be any interruption. Well, you know, the minute they say there won't be an interruption, well, that's usually what, there's always going to be an interruption. So what they did is, in the meantime, the very next day we went to go online, there's no internet. I thought, oh, it just, the internet's down. What ended up happening was they shut us down. We're like, what? They hadn't even sent anybody out to do anything yet. It was going to be like a week from then, and we're like, you can't do that. They're like, oh yeah, we you just have to wait a week. I'm like, well, everything runs in the house on internet. You can't do that. The kids have got things, and they could have cared less at this point. So then we called them back, and they said, oh, we'll fix it. We'll turn it back on. But the only problem is when we did turn it off, now you're going to be on the new package, so your old modem won't work. And we're like, what are you talking about, the old modem? Yeah, we shut your service off, so we've turned it on with a new service package, and that modem you have won't work. And we're like, okay, so we'll wait a day. We waited 2 days. We received this modem in the mail. Ends up to find out, the guy says, what's the serial number in the back? We told him. Ends up, I don't want to say what I thought of them, but these wonderful people sent us the same old modem, and so it didn't work. They did this 3 times to us, and needless to say, the third time my wife said, enough. We called another company that night. We got the service, and the very next day they came out and installed it, and we've been running on it since. But in that week and a half or so that we were out of service, I literally went to a Tim Hortons, which is a coffee shop, a donut coffee shop here in Canada, and I streamed just about every day for an hour. I sat out, I got myself coffee, sat out literally right in front of the doorway, and I did an hour live or so every day. I had a blast, you know. It was the middle of winter. Everybody got a good laugh from it. It was fun and stuff like that. But so I understand, Drew. I do understand. Let's see, view this. I pay $83 a month, unlimited everything. Well, that is good, Tony. That is really good. Yeah, it's like I forget what she pays for the. She pays, you know, $100 almost for each phone and stuff like that. And that gives us the 2 gigs of data, which is next to nothing. And like I said, unlimited at night, but 200 minutes each of minutes for the phone and stuff like that. But yeah, the service package isn't, the service stuff like that here in Canada is not the best. But Dismas Founders Dave says work is a 4-letter word. Yeah, isn't that the truth, Dave? Isn't that the truth? This Tony says work's not more important. But yeah, it is. Gosh, yeah, no, it definitely is, Tony. Razy, hey, aloha, how are you? I remember Laugh Aloud. Oh gosh, this Laugh Aloud. No one stops Jeff from streaming. Tim Hortons to the rescue. You've got it. You've got it, Tony. Yeah, I was streaming. What I would do is I go get me a coffee, a donut, use their washroom. Well, maybe not that order. I wasn't taking that stuff into that washroom, but literally I'd go to the washroom. Because I knew I was going to be streaming for an hour or so. I'd get myself a coffee and a donut, go out, make sure I could pick it up once it was all good to go. Boom, on the hour. Yes, Dave, the addiction is real. You know who used to joke like that with me? John. I'm sure you know John, Dave. I miss him. Well, more than you know. I'm sure he's not on here anymore. He's removed himself. But anyways, yep. If John ever comes back, I'll be yeah. Anyways, my wife said not to talk about that. So anyways, John, if you ever come back, I look forward to seeing you again, buddy. Let's see here. The addiction is real. But Dave, John used to say that to me all the time. He'd get on here and he'd say, Jeff, the addiction is real. You know, it was for him too. He'd stream at like 2 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, John was hilarious. He was a good guy. IRAZ, aloha, Desmond and Drew. Oh gosh. Hey, Howie, how are you? Food Forest Permaculture. Hello, Jeff of the day. It's good to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. IRAZ, Eileen, Desmond Saunders. I guess everybody's saying hi to everybody. So let's see here. And I was going to say, where am I here? And as Joe would always say, you're at home, Jeff. You're at home. But I need some. You know who I'm missing today? I'm missing Gary telling me that I. Look at that. You know what? Let me fill up the shine, okay? Okay, now I gotta have some shine, okay, everybody? Joe thinks it would be funny if we, which one was it? One of the scenes, I forget which one it is. It's, where is it? I think it's the coast or one of the scenes. Joe thinks it would be funny, be at the beach, to come out here with goggles, like swim goggles, with a towel. I said, oh yeah. But she says, you know, no shirt and stuff like that. I said, oh no, that's never happened. Not in a million years. I don't even want to go to the beach without a shirt on. But anyways, she thinks that would be pretty funny. But I said, you know, if they want to see a white ghost, that's exactly what's going to happen. And anyways, that's never happened. I told her. Let's see here. Sweet Angel, just listen here while working. Laugh out loud. Sweet Angel, thanks very much. But yeah, don't get nobody. If you're at work, please don't get yourself in trouble for. But thank you very much. Yeah, that's what my wife does too. She usually got her earbud in at work. So she's in here once in a while. I don't think she's going to be in today. Lately, she's been going on lunch and going on her at lunch, going for a walk and stuff like that. And she's not really not listening. She's not really supposed to be doing it at work anymore. There's 3 girls at work, and there was a little bit of a disturbance there. So, and I mean, she said it's not bothering anybody, but you know what? When you get 3 women working together, she says sometimes, you know, in her office, whatever politics or whatever happens. So she says, just to be safe, she says it's probably best to stay off. Anyways, I better not say that because I know some of those girls listen too, but I'm pretty sure they're not listening whatsoever. Let's see here. Drew's food reviews. You're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Exactly, Drew. Not in Kansas. Oh my gosh, no. Oh man, that would be good. Yes, Tony. Actually, you know what? That's exactly what it'd be. You can change the stream name to Casper of the Day. You got that right. Well, I'm starting to get a little sun on my head finally, Tony. I've been walking every day, and today I was out for about good 40 some minutes, almost 50 minutes today, and I got a little bit of, you know, I should have probably wore the hat. I got a little bit of a sunburn on top of my head, so I may be wearing not a toque, but a cap outside. You know, I kind of forget, you know, not having hair. Up till a year ago, I had hair, and then I started shaving it off. But anyways, it is what it is. Dave Desmond Saunders, but he blesses the rains down in Africa. Oh yes, oh my gosh, I like some Toto. Hey, when I think of Toto, I think, how could Toto be the band that played the backup on the Michael Jackson stuff like that? I have absolutely no idea. I mean, you know what, money does do a lot of things, but anyways, not putting down Michael Jackson, anybody that likes him, but I still can't get over that. You know, that is pretty much the band and stuff like that on that Thriller album and stuff like that. It blows my mind. Dave, I saw that fella that you were talking about yesterday that passed away. I can't think of his name now. Scott Walker, was that it or something? Or John Walker or Scott Walker? I still don't know who he is. I haven't listened to it. I'm going to probably, maybe tonight, I just didn't have time last night. I'm going to have to take a listen to see if I know his stuff. But I looked at the fellow. I thought, I have no idea who he is. Absolutely no clue. And I was reading a little bit, and in the article, I thought, yeah, I still don't know who he is. But I think, like you said, maybe if I listen to the guy, is there any big songs that he wrote or that he performed on, Dave? Because I just don't know the name. I think that's what the problem is. I don't know his name, and that's why it's kind of going around in circle for me. Because for the life of me, I'm like, I do not know what this fella did. Let's see. Irazy, they're not listening. They're lurking. Yeah, Irazy, that's probably it. And then my wife's going to come home. You know what you said? Anyways, yeah, you're right, Irazy. I got to zip it, right? Close it shut. You're right. Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. Hey, how are you? Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. You know what? Each and every one of you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you know, if I see it today, tomorrow, or a week, or whatever. I appreciate each and one of you. I really do. I try. I can't get on like I'd like to. In the day, I try as much as possible to get on things, and that at night, I get on the odd things here at night and stuff like that. Usually at night, I don't get on YouTube as often, just because the wife and the kids, I seem to be a little busy until at least 10 o'clock at night, just because, you know, you got the kids, you got them doing homework and stuff, and you know, I got myself in trouble. I was on just about every night, and she's like, my wife's like, enough's enough, you know, the kids, you got to spend the time with them. You know, you're doing this during the day and stuff like that, spend the time with them. So I've tried to limit myself at night and that. So in the day I try to get on, but and then in the evening, I don't want to say it's closed off in the evening, but usually during the week, it's a no-go for me at night. And then on Friday and stuff like that, usually I'll try to get on and stuff like that. Juice Fruit, my first CD I bought was Toto. Yikes. You know, I remember them. I think I remember Toto in about 1982. I was about 12 or 13 back then. And those guys are top-notch. Yeah, they were top-notch. Like Steve Lukather or whatever. I don't know if that's how you say his last name. But that guy, you know, when I was a kid, I thought, you know, it's just whatever. But I really wasn't getting the full... Jeff Porcaro, what is it, Porcaro or whatever, those guys in that, just brilliant band. They really were, like, they really had it down. They were like, they're almost, I don't know, it sounded like stuff from the studio and stuff like that. It was amazing sounding. Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. I hope I said hello to you. I'm starting to get senility here. It is what it is, but Desmond Donners, Dave says, must be an age thing. No Regrets was one of the biggest. You know what, Dave? I'm gonna have to take a listen, okay? Because I bet you I bet you're right on it. That if I listen to them, I probably will. What it is, for the life of me, I just can't think. That's all. But I will take a look. Course of No Regrets. There's no regrets, no tears goodbye. I don't want you back. Okay, yeah, Dave. I'll take a listen and stuff like that. See if I know it. I probably will, but I just off the top of my head I don't right now. That's all. Happy Lux, how are you, my friend? Good. How you doing? It's nice to see you. I'm sorry that it's great to see you. Thank you very much. Oh, Steve, you're never late, Steve. As Joe says, you know what? Doesn't matter if you hear the beginning, middle, ending, today, tomorrow, a week. I'm just saying that, Steve. It doesn't matter, you know, when we see you. It's great to see you when we see you, because you know what? Everybody's got things going on. So it's good to see you, Steve. It really is. Steve, guess what? The last 3 days, what am I at now? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to tell you right now. Let me see. I'm going to pull up Instagram. I won't show it here, but I want to find out myself what... I'm almost... Yeah, I'm... here's what it is. My Instagram. Steve, I want to tell you. You got to get on Instagram. It's crazy. So, 2.5 days ago, I went on Instagram. I never had a lot of people on Instagram. All it is to me is, I like it, but it's a bunch of pictures. That's what it is. My wife likes it. She puts all the pictures, goofy pictures or whatever they are of us and stuff like that. Family pictures, other things. So she puts all her pictures on Instagram, which is fine. That's good. What I do on Instagram, I go like. That's what I do on Instagram. Or I'll leave, ooh, look at this picture. Anyways, that's me on Instagram. Or I'll see people that I know here and stuff like that. Or, I come across new people and stuff. Great place and stuff like that. Anyways, I had about 240 or so, just under 250 people on Instagram. And pretty much in about 2.5 days, overnight, I all of a sudden I noticed that what's going on here? I had like 100 and some people overnight. And it was strange. I thought, that's weird. How did I get like... I started noticing before I went to sleep, 12 or 15 people added me. I thought, that's strange. That's the weirdest thing ever. I never had this many people on Instagram. Wow, that's fantastic. So then I started looking at, and absolutely every single person was... I'm telling you this, Steve, because I still can't get over this one. Everybody out of those 15 people was from Italy. I thought, oh, wow, that's fantastic. I must have hit something where people are... seeing the what's it called in Italy. I thought, well, yeah, I guess it is what it is. And then I woke up the next morning, I had like 50 or 60 more people, and each one of them was from Italy. And then there's something weird going on here. What's going on? Anyways, in the last 2.5 days, more people have added me than I actually had on Instagram in the first place. I've got over 250 people, almost 260, 254 people added me in 2.5 days on Instagram. And I said to Joe, almost 99% of them are from Italy. It's fantastic. It really is. Wonderful bunch of people. So anyways, Joe says, well, we'll start putting up, things, and we'll put little translations and stuff. I think she, something was like good day or so. I forget. She put something up. So at the top and then at the bottom, she translated to Italian. And somebody goes, somebody that I knew from the States, he says, oh, you're talking to the Italian language, just like Mama used to say. And I said, what? And he goes, he was Italian. He's Italian, so he was joking around with me. I said, oh, no. Then I explained. He says, oh, yes. He says, you have to, every time you go on there, you have to thank everybody. But anyways, I just thought I'd tell you the story. But wonderful bunch of people. I was shocked. That's I guess where I'm going with that. Love Lisa Warrior Queen. It's a beautiful skies here in Oregon. How's the weather with everyone? Love Lisa Warrior Queen. It's beautiful. I was talking about, every day for the last week I've been getting out, going for a hike or a walk and stuff like that. And every day I try to extend it by about 5-10 minutes. And I'm up to almost 50 some minutes now. Hopefully by tomorrow I can get up to about an hour. I'm trying to do an hour. If I can get up to an hour every day, once I get to that point, I'm good, because that'll give me about 5 kilometers a day. And if I keep that up all summer, I'll get myself in good shape. And as long as I keep drinking this and take the pop and all the garbage out of my system, I should get myself back in shape again. Listen to me here. Hey, let's see here. I yapped on, right? Desmond Thunders. Here's a link, Jeff. Okay, so that's a link to Scott Walker. I will take a listen, Dave. I will. This way I can just literally click on it in that. But I will, Dave. I will. Let's see here. Food Forest Permaculture. Howie says, flying back to my realm. Bye, Jeff and fellow Earthling. Take care, Howie. Thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. Yes, Steve, Italian invasion. No, wonderful bunch of people. Steve, please don't take it any other way. I was stunned. So you know what? I just thought I'd tell you the story. I think I've told you the story now, Steve, already. But I couldn't believe it, Steve. That's all. View this. Tony says, all right, I guess I'll go back to work. A bit slow today. Was up late last night on the video call-in show with Jim. Okay, well, Tony, you take care, and thanks for coming. I yapped on like I always do for 5 minutes, you know me. Then I scare everybody away. You have a good one, Tony. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Yes, lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. Aren't they? They are. Steve, I think you've got yourself a niche with this. Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen says, hi, Steve. Your videos interacting with random people are so funny. They are, Steve. Like, you know what? I started noticing them a tiny bit ago, and I'm like, when did you start doing this? This is fantastic, Steve. I think you've got something right there with that. Lisa's like bang on with that. You're doing a great job with that. You really are. Tony says, awesome guy and cool show. If anyone wants to check him out and go in to be interviewed. Okay, sounds good. Steve Belief says, Idiot of the Day. Yeah, I'd love to. I'm just waiting for Article 13. Yes. Any more news on that, Steve? I really don't know enough about it. Like I said, let's put it this way. They don't... I guess if you looked it up here, you'd probably find out more. But we don't hear a lot about it. It's, I guess, because I don't want to say it doesn't pertain to us, because, eventually it could definitely pertain to us for sure. But literally, I don't know enough about it, Steve, unfortunately, but I hope that it, that everything's, you know what I'm trying to say. I hope things don't change and stuff for the worse and stuff. I really do. Oh, jeez, Desmond Donders. Oh, no. Well, I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of women with a lot of no clothing. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. There's a lot of women running around in their bikinis and stuff like that. That's pretty much it, Dave. And you know what? People traveling and stuff like that. Just like anything. But yeah, I did not say that, Dave. I did not say that, okay? Steve, I did not say that. Anybody else in the chat? Nobody. Let's, anybody have an editing program? We can edit that out. So, because, you know, oh, and look who's there, Joe. Joe, just joking, okay? Just joking. Oh, whip. You know me, I'm about to open my mouth and there comes Joe right every time, everybody. I'm not your average JoJo. Hello, everybody, or should I say ciao? Yes, ciao, Joe. Oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. Yep. Let's see. Oh no, Steve. Today, why? No problem. Laugh a lot, Steve. I got myself in trouble here. I haven't scrolled down to see if Joe's screaming at me in the chat yet or what. Tony says, I know, Jojo Dare. They cut you into your YouTube time. Oh no. Oh no. Not your average Jojo. Steve. Ciao, Miko. Oh my gosh, Joe. You keep it up, okay? I will not. Joe's my translator, okay? You know what I started using? Google Translate. If you just copy, paste, boom, everything's there. But Tony says, okay, I should leave now. Jojo and Jeff and everyone, have a great day. Bye. You take care, Tony. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Oh, gosh. Gary's, oh, my gosh. Look, Gary. Look. Let me fill that. Oh, look at that. Look at it. It's fresh shine right from the, look at that. Look at that, Gary. I need to drink the fresh shine or water that I'm having. Gary, it's good to see you. Gary Scandal says, hello, my friend Jeff. How's your day going? I haven't seen you drink your shine. Well, here it is. Ooh, look at that. Look, I'm filling it up, Gary, just for you. Fill it. Oops. I don't know how to... Look at it's just disappearing. Look at that. Look, my arm's disappearing, Gary. It's... oh, gosh, Steve, video of the day. I won't start an Insta account if I will lose my channel. You know, I just wrote a song about Article 13. Well, I hope things... don't go south about it, Steve. I do. I hope everything works out in that for it. Yeah, in that aspect, I really do. Jeff, hello, Jojo. How are you today? Let's see. Muscle Car Appraisal. Hey, how are you? Oh, Steve says, Jojo, that's perfect Italian. Perfect Italian. Google's Translate is awesome, isn't it? Oh, jeez. Steve, does everybody know you do it? He must have Italian background, and he commented. He says, "What's going on?" He says, "You're starting to comment everything in Italian now." He says, "What were his exact words?" It was so funny. I gotta see if I can find this. What did he say to me? He says, "Let me see if I can find it." It was. Oops, no, I don't want to look at that. Where is it now? Yeah, he says, you speaking Italiano now. Yeah, anyways, it was a little joke, and then I went back and forth with him over and over again. But, yeah, that was funny. Let's see. Frozen Fury 009. Frozen Fury, buddy, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm way behind, aren't I? I thought I was like about a second behind everybody. I didn't think I was. I did not think I was behind everybody. I did not. Oh, geez. Hey, what about that Game of Thrones? Anybody like Game of Thrones? Dave just fell over, right? Yeah. Dave, I'm kidding. I might be in trouble here, but I might be in trouble if I can change the subject. Let's see. I may say, hey, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. My gosh, that footage in that tower looked amazing. That footage and stuff like that. That winding tower and stuff like that looked amazing. I think I might pass out in that. I'm a little afraid of heights, but you did a good job with that. You really did. The footage was amazing, and you know it looked absolutely amazing, my friend. It really did. Not your average JoJo. Hey Gary, I'm good, just at work, but It's a little quiet today. How are you? Good, Joe. I'm glad it's quiet for you. I know you said I wasn't sure if you're going to be in here today because you might have been on your lunch. Let's see here. Hey, Thomas, how are you? It must be, what time is it? It's if it's not 8 o'clock. It's just about. Is it 7? Coming on 7 o'clock for you, Thomas, over there? It's good to see you, Mini Cooper Trooper. Everybody, you know what? We don't know what day it is, and we're not going to ask them, but let's wish Mini Cooper Trooper Vlogs, live stream, and more a happy birthday. Thomas, we're not asking what day it is. Sometime this week, it's Mini Cooper Troopers Vlogs, live stream, and more. We talked to him. He came on our, I think it was Sunday. Joe and I did a live in the car, just driving around for about half an hour. And he came in, and he was saying there was a birthday week in that, sometime this week. Like we said, we're not asking him his birthday. But sometime this week, it's Mini Cooper Trooper's birthday. So if everybody would like to just say happy birthday to Mini Cooper, Thomas, happy birthday, okay? Like I said, we're not asking the day, but whatever day it is this week, happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. Let's see here. Desmond's Donders, Dave says, laugh a lot. I thought you had not seen Joe in the stream. Nope. Look at Dave. You know what? I just had to start talking, and the minute I said goofy things, Joe appears. See, I tell you, she's probably listening at all times, so I have to watch what I say. Joe, I'm just teasing. Gary says, Jojo, I'm doing good, spending some time with my oldest son. Well, that's good, Gary. That is, you know, it's always best. That's what I was saying, Joe, that, you know what, need to spend time with the kids and stuff. It's the most important time. It really is. Steve says, Steve, don't share my secrets. Yeah, your secrets, Joe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. Let's see here. Oh, Priscilla Nilla, how you doing? It's good to see you. Look, at my arm disappeared, Priscilla. It's nice to see you, Priscilla Nilla. It's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. You know what? Spring's here. It's beautiful. Joe, I went out for a walk. I was out almost 50 minutes. And beautiful. I said to everybody, every day I'm trying to add about 5 more minutes or so to the walk. And that's why I called it Let's Go Hiking today. And literally, you know what? I feel like $1,000,000 today, Joe. I feel like all the winter blahs are gone. There must be something in the air today. I feel spring's in the air. I think, Joe, as long as the weather stays like this, I'm going to get out, wash the car, vacuum it out, and do all that tomorrow. I'm going to do that in the morning, I think, because it's too nice to be indoors and stuff like that. It's beautiful, everybody. Just beautiful, and it feels like spring's here. It really does. It really, really does. Let's see here. Oh, yes, Gary. Wow, an endless amount of good old Kentucky shine. You're the man. Gary, look at that, hey? Oh, man, look at the shine filling up, Gary. Look at it. Look at it. It's oh, sorry, everybody. I'd never be a good weather person, would I? I'd screw up the green screen for. Look at it. It's filling up. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. The shine's just oh, my gosh, Gary. Oh, look at that. It disappeared again. Oh, look at. Oh, there it goes. I better have some of that sweet Kentucky shine, as you said, Gary. By now, if I drank this much shine, I'd be in AA for sure, everybody. I'm pretty sure I would be. Let's see here. Hello, excuse me, I can't speak today. Hello, Muscle Car Appraisal. How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see everybody. I really thank you all for coming. How are you, Jeff? I'm good, Thomas. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. I don't know how your day's going. I know it's probably the evening for you over there, but it's real good to see. I hope, like I said, I hope you have a great birthday this week. I hope you do. Joe says, to Steve, with my French background, I am sometimes close with my guesses. However, I will always double check. Yes, Steve. Now, Joe's not from France or anything, but Joe's background is French. Her family would be from a certain part of France. Maybe you could tell Steve exactly where your family would be from, Joe. But she finds, Steve, that the French language and the Italian language, and even Spanish, sometimes things are interrelate quite often. A word change, a few letters to a certain word, stuff like that. I mean, some of them are completely opposite, but she finds there's a lot of similarities and stuff like that. It's just a change. Maybe some word has an O or an E or some change like that. But she says a lot of times, she doesn't want to say she can translate, but she could almost, if she sees something, she can go, oh, she can get the gist of it in that. Not completely, but the gist of it. Oh, yes. Nomadic Bike says, Kentucky makes the best shine. Nomadic Bike, you know what? I had it once. I had it in... They don't sell it here. I don't know if it's not allowed or what, but they don't sell moonshine. Not that I'm aware of. They don't sell it here in Canada, or at least that I'm aware of. But the one time I had it years ago, we went to Missouri, and I went into this like pub, restaurant, or bar or whatever, and they were giving out samples, and they had one sample after another, and I took a bunch of them. After it's almost like I felt like I couldn't see straight. But you know what? It was great. I don't think I could drink a lot of it, but it was almost like some of it was like paint thinner. It was so strong. But yeah, they don't have it here, unfortunately. I mean, you know, you've got all the whiskeys, tequilas, all that stuff, and rums and rye and stuff like that here. You got everything else, but I don't even know. Joe, do they sell moonshine here? I don't think so. But I noticed down there it was everywhere. Let's see here. Gary says, I'm about an hour from home on a Donder Lafayette. Well, that's good, Gary. That sounds awesome. Let's see here. Steve says, not your average Jojo. Yes, grammar is similar. Yes. I think I'm super far behind everybody. I am behind because I'm just getting to where people are wishing Mini Cooper happy birthday. Let's see here. Oh, Macy says, cheers, man. My dogs weren't too keen on the spiral staircase. Did you? Oh my gosh, it was amazing looking. It was amazing footage. Joe, you're gonna have to take a look at Macy's video that he put up. I think it was from yesterday, but I was just late on it. I didn't see it till today. But anyways, there's some drone footage, Joe. But he goes up and there's this tower and stuff that he goes up, and at the top of the tower, it's like a spiral staircase almost, and there's a shot of it going straight down. I thought, you know what? Watching it, I even got kind of queasy watching it, but it was amazing. You have to take a look, Joe, because it's absolutely brilliant. It really is. Can't speak as usual. Y'all know me. I can't speak. Fevers and Sissy, how are you? It's good to see you. Gary Scandal says, Steve, don't forget my cannolis. Oh my gosh, cannolis be delicious. Steve, we went to this place, Spaghetti Eddie's, on Sunday was it Sunday, Joe? For Sunday for supper, and that's. Anyways, it's like an Italian place, and they have all the different stuff like fettuccine and cannelloni and all that. But they specialize Spaghetti Eddie, so they specialize just in spaghetti and meatballs. And Steve, they bring you out like a bowl of spaghetti. I imagine it's nothing like it in Italy, but they bring you a bowl, Steve. That bowl is like this, like a salad bowl. It's humongous that you feed your family, and inside they serve you 4 meatballs. And now 4 meatballs, everybody's like, that's not enough. But literally, each meatball is like the size of your head. So, and you know, usually everybody eats about half their meal and then take it home. But not this goofball. This goofball has to eat the whole thing. And you know, then I'm eating the bruschetta and all that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so good, so good. Mini Cooper says it's 1850, 6:50 p.m. UK time. And Desmond Donder says 6:50 or 18:50. You know, it's funny. I just say 6:50, but yes, 18:50. You're right. Let's see here. Yes, everybody, thanks very much for putting the birthday candle cakes and stuff up for Thomas, for Mini Cooper, everybody. Yes, thanks very much, everybody. He's a good young fella, so everybody wish him a happy birthday and stuff. Like we said, we're not asking you which date, Mini Cooper. We just want to wish you a happy birthday. Mini Cooper says cheers. That's good. Macy says Mini returns of the day to Mini Cooper. That's great. Joe, thanks very much for everybody. Thank you very much for wishing Mini Cooper a happy birthday. He's a very nice young fella. Let's see here. Cheers, everybody. All good. It's very hit in my room. Happy birthday, Cooper. Oh, thanks, Nomadic Bike. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Oh, Mini Cooper, you deserve it, young fella. You deserve. And I say young fella, just you're not my age. That's why I say it. I'd rather be a younger age at this point in my life, Mini Cooper. But you know what? That's not possible. I can't go back in time and be like the movie Big. Oh my gosh. Steve Believe Guitar says, welcome everybody. If you're enjoying the live stream, please consider leaving a like for Jeff. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it, my friend. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get some of that lingo down, Steve, and then I won't be able to just say ciao and Bella and all that, Steve, because I don't know, you know, I may not know if I'm saying beautiful or what I'm saying, Steve, but Thanks very much, my friend. I can't say thanks very much, amigo, because you'd be like, what the heck? He doesn't even know the language now. Okay, guys, I need to go now. Take care, Mini Cooper, and have a great birthday week, my friend. Have a great birthday. Macy says, in England, I knew an Albanian family that brought homemade grappa into the UK using water bottles. Was like 90% alcohol. Grappa. Now, I may see Joe. That's grappa is wine. Is that correct? Because I think we were talking to Aussie 1968 Mia, and I'm pretty sure Mia was saying grappa is like a wine. Is it? Is it just straight alcohol or is it a wine? I'm pretty sure she said wine, but I don't know. Macy says, cheers, Jeff. It's oh my gosh, it's 150 feet tall. I had the key for a few hours. Yikes! Yeah, I remember you saying, what is it, 10 pounds or something to get the key and stuff like that. But that I mean, if you're not afraid of heights, that's the best. It looked amazing. I know I couldn't do it. There's no way I could do it. But I loved watching it. I did, because it's amazing. I'm picking up my palms get sweaty even watching. They do, my friend. Desmond Donders just dropped you an email, Jeff, with a JPEG of the sunset picture. Might make a backdrop for you. Oh, well, that's awesome, Dave. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. And like I said, Desmond Donders, everybody, Dave from Desmond Donders, I'm going to show you, it's not a postcard, but an image they send us and stuff like that. And I'll show that on tomorrow's stream. Steve says spaghetti are amazing. Oh my gosh, Steve, it's so amazing. You know, I like spaghettini. I love every kind of noodle you could imagine. I mean, homemade is so much better. But you know, our daughter, we have spaghetti once a week, Steve, because our daughter, it's Jenna's favorite meal, isn't it? Hands down, Jenna's favorite meal. So we have it usually, usually Sundays and stuff like that before she heads home and that to her mom's. Oh, no worries, Gary. Yeah, I gotta go, my friend. Have a great day. You too, Gary. And thanks for coming. Okay, you have a good time with your son, Gary. Gary says goodbye, all in chat. Stay happy, Gary. I will. I've got some shine here. No, take care, Gary. Thanks for coming. Drew's food during that. Oh my gosh, Drew, I'm going to get myself in trouble. Thanks, Drew. I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks. Hey, Joseph Girl. Hey, Joseph, what movie are we going to watch tonight? What, you know, any good movies that we should watch? I've been grappling at like what, you know, I was using that. You like how I used the, you know, you said grapple. I thought, you know, let's use that word. I've been grappling at what movie to watch. Joe and I, we've got this box that we watch our shows on and stuff like that. And we just finished. Close your ears, Dave. We just finished seven seasons of Game of Thrones, and you know, I'd watch it again in a second. But we need to find something else to watch, and we've been watching, like, you know, this movie. We don't usually watch movies to the weekend, but I've been saying to Joe, you know, I gotta find a good movie. She's like, yeah, exactly. We're thinking about rewatching some of the old Back to the Future series. I love those. But if you can think of anything at all, Joseph, let me know, because I want to find something interesting to watch. Steve believe guitar grappa my first hangover. Grappa is wine, is that right? I'm pretty sure it is, but gosh. Joseph Girl, hello. Joseph, it's so good to see you, my friend. It's wonderful to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you, my friend. I was saying, you know, everybody were joking around, and we're talking about, you know, last in December when we were going doing the lives, and we were out of internet here at home. The internet was out, so I would go to the coffee shop, and I'd be doing live coffee streams, and you know, everybody was, you know, we'd go for an hour and a half, and that, and you know, everybody was, you know, we're saying the addiction's real, and you know, and I was saying how much, you know what, I miss John. I'm not going to say the name of the channel, just that I know you know who I'm talking about, Joseph, John, and stuff like that. You know, he always used to joke. We'd joke with him how the addiction's real and stuff like that. You know, it's streaming at any point. But yeah, I was saying, like I said, you know, I miss him, and hopefully one day he's able to get back on and stuff like that. But hopefully everything's going well for him, and that really do. But that I won't talk about that anymore. Desmond's not a scrappas. To wine what whiskey is to water. Oh, jeez. Now, so this grappa everybody keeps talking about must be, like, super strong. Desmond's Donders, Dave, you ever heard of Screech? Screech is like it's like turpentine over here in Canada. Screech is this strong alcohol that, oh, jeez. If you want, imagine this is, I guess, the closest we get to grappa. But yeah, Screech is just exactly. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. It's if you want to get messed up. If you came to Canada, if you could get a hold of some Screech, that would do it. But I hear Grappa. Grappa is the wine what whiskey is to water. Yes. Be right back. Okay, Joseph, sounds good. Ooh, Dave, that's a good one. You know, I haven't. You know, we were talking about that the other day, weren't you? Because you said that one scene reminded. I rewatched Apocalypse Now after that other stream. Okay. You know what? I haven't seen that in years, Dave. I haven't. My favorite scene in that movie is when Dennis Hopper goes crazy and he's talking about dialectic physics and stuff. When Marlon Brando, I mean, that movie's got so much. Oh my gosh, when he's talking about napalm in the morning when the copter's coming down, and oh my gosh, the scene when Dennis Hopper's going absolutely right off his rocker. I think that wasn't even planned. I think he was just like that at the point. And I think he was just like, I think a lot of that movie was just ad lib for some of them and stuff. But that movie was a fantastic movie. You know, I'm gonna have to watch that again. I haven't seen that in a long, long time. Oh yes, I may see Breaking Bad is a good watch. It is. Joe and I watched that. We loved it. Especially loved the ending, how it ended and stuff like that. We haven't watched that in a couple of years. We might have to rewatch it. We tried to watch. What was it? We never finished The Walking Dead. We were into that at the beginning, and we liked it up to a certain season, and then this thing about this guy with a baseball bat came into the picture. Once that came in, we were done with The Walking Dead. I don't think we ever really rewatched it. We started trying to get into it, and we could never get into it. Still, one of my favorites is Mad Men. And anybody ever watched Don Draper in Mad Men? Oh my gosh, that was one of my favorites. And even Sons of Anarchy. Joe and I watched that, and we liked the show up until the last season. And we never finished it. We watched 1 or 2 episodes of the last season, turned it off, and never finished it. But Breaking Bad, you're right. What's his name? What's his name? Oh, gosh. I can't think of his name. The main character, he shaves his head and stuff like that. Anyways, I can't think of that guy's name, but I love that show. The guy that was in Malcolm in the Middle, the father in Malcolm in the Middle, but what was his name? What's his name on the show? Only... it's eluding me. I can't think of it right now. Steve Believe video of the day. A liquor, that transparent liquor. I was 15. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes you don't know, Steve. It's like I remember going to a wedding, something like that, when I was about 19 or 20. Steve, I went to my cousin's wedding, and the girls, they sat me with these girls. There was a table full of 8 girls, and we all sat, and some of them were going to Harvard, some of them were going to whatever, and all these women young girls were from the States, and I was going to college, and at the time, anyways, nobody was drinking the wine on the table, and I was about 18, I think, and I thought, well, I'm going to drink this wine. There's 4 bottles of wine, so I finished the 4 bottles off, no problem, and then I got into the beer and to the mixed drinks and stuff like that, and the night did not end well, but I do remember... Wine and me do not mix. I mean, probably it's nothing like that. But yeah, I cannot drink wine. My gosh, Mickey XOXO. Hello, how are you, Mickey? It's good to see you. Joe, is Joe still here? Joe, if you're here, look who it is. It's Mayor Mickey. Mickey, it's great to see you. I'm not going to miss you this time, I promise. And I didn't mean to last time. It's just sometimes the chat, and it goes quick, and I miss things, that's all. So it's great to see you, Mickey. I hope you're doing well. I'm talking about, look at Mickey, as Gary Scandal always says, I'm drinking shine or whatever. I'm just having some water, but Gary always says, fill up that glass full of shine and stuff like that. But it's good to see you, Mickey. It's good to see you. Desmond's Donders Dave says, laugh at lug. Grappa is very strong. Oh, that's, I'm going to have to see. I wonder if, I'm going to look it up, I don't believe they have it, but, it could be possible. Could be possible. Let's see here. Let's see. Macy says, at least you have cannabis in Canada to help with the hangovers. Yeah, but it's not what you think it is, Macy here. It's, I don't know the laws here. They say it's legal, but they've shut a lot of things down here. They're saying they don't have the licenses. And the thing is here, just because it's legal here doesn't mean you can walk down the street or whatever if somebody was into it. you know, they're still, let's put it this way, if you don't buy it from the government here, they'll come after you. That's what they're looking for. They want the tax money here. So that's why the government got into it. It's the only reason they got into it, because they don't have the manpower with the police and stuff like that. They don't know what they're doing. But I mean, not that it's a horrible thing, but they're not up to what they should have been before they legalized it. But it, like I said, it's they say it's legal, but a lot of the places that said that they were going to give license to, they've shut them down completely. So there's a lot of places, if people were looking, they'd really have to do research, because there's I don't think it's worked out quite the way they want to put it in liquor. They want to sell it at liquor stores, at drugstores, like pharmacies. They wanted to sell it at a lot of different places, but the tax money, they were going to make money off it. There must have been a ton of money. There's a lot of greenhouses that have opened up. A lot of American companies and European companies have come into Canada. Heck, even Gene Simmons from KISS, the guy that said that he'd never done any kind of illegal substance in his life, he came about 2 years ago or so to a place called Leamington, Ontario, which is just between here and Windsor, which is by Detroit. And Leamington was known for, it was the Heinz capital of Canada. So Heinz ketchup, that's where it's right on the lake, and so they had a lot of greenhouses down there, hundreds of greenhouses, and they did not manufacture, but they grew the tomatoes for Heinz, and they had the Heinz plant and everything like that. And I think the other big ones, what's in Pittsburgh, I think, but anyways, that's where Heinz was here in Canada, and that's anybody in Canada pretty much got their Heinz from there. And anyways, once that closed down, they had all the greenhouses, but once Heinz closed there, what were they going to do with things? So then, a lot of farmers and stuff like that, they opened the greenhouses. The big thing, like I said, cannabis, they're getting into that, and all these different companies coming in to make money and stuff like that. But yeah, Gene Simmons, I don't know if he became partner with some of them, but he put it through his hat, in which, I mean, whatever, but it was so funny, because it's like the pot calling the kettle black and stuff like that, because he was so anti everything, but when there's money involved. Anyways, I'm not trying to rain on anybody's KISS or Gene Simmons parade, but I mean, we saw them years ago, and literally, let's put it this way, this is how much he's into marketing. They were selling KISS coffins, so if somebody passes away, there was a KISS cruise. This fella, I mean, they must have made so much money. Can you imagine? Yeah, you get buried in a KISS coffin. Anyways, there, I'm done, everybody. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm way behind. I better get caught up here. I'm super behind. Desmond's Daughters. It still stands up as a great film. Yeah, Dave. Like I said, I've probably been 10 years, maybe 15 even since I've seen it. I have not seen it in years. I'm gonna have to watch it. I will. Let's see here. Oh, did you make it, Mickey? Drew says, toot, it's 4K, Mickey. Mickey, did you make it? Mickey, did you make 4K? I know you're just not that far, but I didn't, I don't want to say anything just because I didn't know. Did you make it, Mickey? If you did, please write if you made it, or if you're a couple away, please tell us, Mickey. I don't know myself right now. It's good to see you, Mickey. Steve Believe ready to go home. Tabby Smith, hey Tabby Smith, how are you? Steve Believe, idiot of the day, you laugh on. Yes, Steve. Oh gosh, Bryan Cranston, that's it. Yes, not Walter White. What was his name? Not Walter Whitman. Anyways, yes, Bryan Cranston, that's it. Colorado Martini, hello everybody. Hey, Colorado Martini, it's good to see you. Look I got Shine here, as Gary Scandal says, and I'm filling my Shine up with natural spring water. Anyways, no, just have some water. I drink water all the time, but there's a fella that comes in named Gary Scandal. Every time he sees my mason jar full of water, he tells me I'm drinking Kentucky Shine. Good to see you, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Kitty's Market, knock knock. Hi all. Oh my gosh, I love that. Kitty's Market, it's great to see you. Great to see you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Let's see here. I am super far behind. I may see they're scrupling it. Then you're allowed to grow yourself. I think there's a limit. They have so many plants or something. If it's a whole, like, they designated, like, rights or laws set out, stuff like that, but I don't know 100%. There's like a fine line. Let's put it this way: you might be able to, but I imagine if they catch you with something, unless it's, and you have to have everything documented, is what I've seen and stuff like that. Because if you don't, if they come and knocking and they catch you with something, just like before, unfortunately, you know what? They don't really do anything. I imagine that, but all the things you read in the paper and stuff, they are closing certain things. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. I don't know. They haven't ironed everything out yet. Kitty's Market says, hope everybody's doing great. Yes, I hope so too. It's great to see each and every one of you. I'm super far behind everybody. Let me see here. Steve, Idiot of the Day, the waterfall is so relaxing, isn't it? Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can go. There's the one waterfall, okay? That's the one waterfall. This is yesterday's waterfall. This is like a tiny mini Niagara Falls. Let's see if I can find... I think this is the one everybody likes. Yes, let me find this one. Let me turn it up. Is this the one, everybody? Tell me if this is the one. Let me see. I'll pull up. Let's bring that out. There we go. So I'll fix that. The green screen, if it's moved on each scene, is different, so I have to kind of move it in. But can you hear the bubbles on this one? I think this is the one everybody liked. This is the one that you can hear, like the bubbles and stuff like that, rising and stuff like that. Anyways, I won't keep all these on. I'll go back to the same scene. I just been playing around for about 2 weeks or so with this OBS with different images. But I think everybody liked this one, because I think this one you can actually hear the scuba diving and stuff like that. You can hear the bubbles and stuff like that, as far as I know. But I'm not too sure. I think so. I better not get too far behind in this chat. But I don't have the chat. Okay, I'll go back to the other scene, but I think that's the one. I just wanted to show you in case you haven't seen it. This is the one that has a different, I think, and after like a minute or so, it just loops back. But yeah, I like this one. I think a lot of people like this one too. It just starts back up. Anyways, I'll keep it on that. I better get back the chat open quick. Steve says, yes, ASMR bubbles. Okay, good. I thought it might be, but I wasn't too sure. Let's see here. That's funny. Yes. Oh, color on martini. You know, I love playing around with it. It is some fun and stuff like that. Let me see the waterfalls. Congratulations, Mickey. So you did make it, Mickey. Mickey, congratulations. Mickey, congratulations on 4K. That is amazing. You know, it seems like just yesterday, you and I were just talking about it last night. We said, it seems like just yesterday she was at 3K. It doesn't really seem that long ago, does it? That's amazing, Mickey. Good for you. I'm so pleased for you. I'm right, everybody? I'm not just saying this. Mickey made it to 4K. Mickey, congratulations. Let's agreed more. I Macy, exactly. Yep. You know what? We kind of knew it was going to happen, but I think, and I think it depends too, I Macy, where you're located. If you're in a certain city, I imagine the small towns, it's going to be like whatever. There's not much control. They just bypass it. But I imagine the cities, that they'll be watching specifically, but it is what it is. Phoebus and Sissy, yes, she made it. Congratulations, Mickey. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Mickey. Congratulations. Everybody congratulate Mickey. That's awesome. Wave, Colorado Martini. I love that. That's funny. Yes, it is. It is. I'm not sure what I'm saying funny too, but it is. Desmond's Donders. That is the noisy one. Okay, Dave. I wondered. Hey, Dave, do you like Game of Thrones? You want me to? You know what would be great if I could do a stream with Game of Thrones. I'm just teasing. I know I can't. And I only say it because John's here. Ian Packmill, how you doing, my friend? How are you, buddy? Let's see here. It's good to see you. Recycle Dude, Eric, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Hope you're all doing well. You know what? Just goofing around. Mickey made 4K today. Was it today, Mickey? I don't want to say, but either last night or today. Mickey, congratulations. That's amazing. It really is. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I started running through the stream, and I started reading it, and then I thought, wait a second, I've missed some of this, so I had to pull it back up. Good to see you, everybody. Thank you again for coming. Let's see here. Let's see. I feel for swimming, Kitty's Market. Oh, gosh, yes. Let's see. Mayor Mickey, yes, Mayor Mickey. Mickey, you're gonna have to get more henchmen in that. You have a manager. I think JoJo's. You designate her as a city manager or something. You're gonna have like the guards at the door and stuff like that watching for you. Before you know it, Mickey, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you, Mickey. Congratulations. I really am. Congratulations, Mickey. Woot woot. Oh gosh, I can't do that horn sound that you do, with a woot woot. Sorry, Mickey. I'm not going to try to ruin it by making sounds. I'm not very good at it. Oh gosh. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's right, Deadwood. Oh my gosh. Now, Ian McShane. Yes. Now there you go. A. Pac-Mill, John, Colorado Martini. Yes, she did that video. You did that video with Deadwood. Oh my gosh. Now there is a good show. That was a good HBO show. Oh my gosh. What's that other fella? Timothy. Oh, that fella. He looks just like the other fella from Transformers. Timothy. Gosh, what's his name? He was in Deadwood with Ian McShane. Now that is a great show. That was a good show. That was one of the better of the big production shows. Oh, it's the second time to hit it this week. Well, congratulations, Mickey. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. Congrats, Mixie. I love that. A recycle dude. I love it. I'm so sorry. I'm a little behind everybody. I am behind everybody. I'm behind. Let's see. Mickey says, yes, Game of Thrones stream. Oh my gosh. You know what? Everybody, you know what? If you want a Game of Thrones stream or you want to hear everything, if you want to hear the tidbits, everything, if you want to know a lot about Game of Thrones, if you know a lot about Game of Thrones, awesome. If you want to throw your knowledge in or you want to find out a lot more about Game of Thrones and everything, everybody, please check out John from AU Pac-Mill. This man, I think you must have wrote a book on this, John. This man knows so much about Game of Thrones and stuff, and like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, all those different shows. But please check out AU Pac-Mill if you're interested. I know Dave's sleeping right now, but if you're interested in Game of Thrones, please check out AU Pac-Mill. You're not going to be disappointed. It's absolutely fantastic. I jokingly joke when I see John. I love the show. I don't know anything like he does. I know, like, a dot, the period at the end of a sentence. That's all I know. I know some of the main characters. That's it. But usually I'm joking and say, hey, John, what's this one? And he'll spiel it off right away. He knows everybody's name. But if you want to know stuff about Game of Thrones, please check out AU Pac-Mill. You're not going to be disappointed. I don't know anybody. He's had so many different people, like fantastic people, come on and as guests. You need to check it out. It's fantastic. Joe and I love the show. Just as Dave says, you know what? It's for us North Americans. But yeah, please check it out. AU Pac-Mill, everybody. Macy says subs are always up and down. Oh, they certainly are. I mean, what are you going to do, right? Gil Skills, hey Bob, how are you? It's good to see you. Howdy. It's good to see you. I'm rambling on, Bob. It's good to see you, Gil Skills. Let's see here. Sorry, everybody. Yes, congratulations, Mickey Mouse. I love it. Oh gosh, that's awesome. Macy, you're getting nearly 1K views on a video. You're healthy, Mickey. Exactly, Macy. Exactly. You Pac-Mill. I work in Mickey's dog pound. You remember Arsenio? Woof, woof. You remember that? Oh my gosh, I love that show back. Was that the 90s or the end of the 80s or something? Arsenio Hall. I loved. Yes, toot 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 toot. Sorry, Mickey. I can't make the sound like you do when you have that horn on your live, and that it sounds awesome. Let's see here. It is good to see Fevers and Sissy, Bob. It really is. Let's see here. Mayor of Mickeyville, population 4K Drew. I love it. Oh gosh, I love it. Hey, you know what happens when you say I love it? You know who appears out of the woodwork? I know he's not going to. He's a busy man, but you know what? Check out Big Keg, everybody. You know what? I'm sure everybody knows him, but if you don't know Big Keg, there's there's my favorite fella from down under, from Australia. I mean, I know some people in Australia, but my favorite from YouTube, it will and always will be, is Big Keg from Aussie land, from Australia. But anyways, I'm sure everybody. Deadwood is coming. What? Hey, Pac-Mill. Deadwood's coming back? Are you joking, John? Oh my gosh! Did anyone watch Spartacus and Rome and all those shows? Spartacus and Rome. John, did you watch those? I have not seen them. That's on my watch list. I have to watch those. I've got those on my box to watch. I should have watched those a long time ago. Somebody told me when I started watching all these like HBO and all these big shows like that, they said that's what the ones that I should have started with. I've yet to see them. I love all those period piece shows and stuff, but I've yet to watch them. I may see on average you get 10% views compared to your sub count. So 4K subs, 400 views per vid is normal. Oh, that's awesome. Desmond's Donners Dave says, I know everything I need to know about Game of Thrones. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Mickey, Lord of the Rings, Mickey equals nerd. Oh my gosh, I love those movies. Mickey, when I was a kid, I think I was a grade 7, I started, John, I was the biggest Hobbit fan as a kid. I loved The Hobbit. Bilbo, my favorite. I like, you know, Frodo and stuff, but Bilbo, oh my gosh. We used to have a buddy that we called Bilbo all the time. That was my favorite as a kid. And I remember my parents had bought me this cartoon book. It was like this thick. It was humongous. It was all on The Hobbit, and I didn't get into Lord of the Rings till probably about high school and stuff. But oh man, I love Lord of the Rings. Mickey, John, everybody, and Dave's going. But yes, I love Lord of the Rings. I can't say enough. Now, John was saying something about is it next month or May? Are they bringing one of these other shows? Is there like not a prequel, but some other show? Anyways, I should look in this myself. Yep, softcore porn for North America. That's Dave says that every time. Oh my gosh, Desmond's Donners. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh gosh, John, you don't have to thank me. You know what? I love it. I really do. Let's put it this way: if we want to learn something, we could sit there and let's write it down. We could you can stop it and go back, John, because I have no idea how you can remember everything. No idea. Gil Skill says pizza. Oh my gosh, I'm starving for pizza right now, Bob. And I don't mean pizza in the way that, but oh my gosh, could you, Bob? I could totally go for a pizza. We had a pizza on Friday night. Went to this place in London. It's called Stobie's, and the pizza, it's like an extra large. The thing's like room size and stuff like that. The thing's massive. And Joe says, "Oh, should we get 2?" And I said, "Of course we should. Get the extra large or the medium large." And I'm like, no, get the extra large. And we ate the darn thing like it was going out of style. No, Dave, I don't. So that's the reason. Yes, I know. Dave's like, do you need to go pick up Ethan, Jeff? Usually I do. The good weather's here. Dave, he said the only reason that I didn't go off at 3:25 today is because literally he says, "Dad, can I walk?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." So the good weather's here, and he walks home with his friend. I mean, you know what? The weather's good. Joe said the same. Let him walk. He wants to. You know, a lot of kids don't. They just rather get picked up. But yeah, he wants to. The last couple of days he's been walking and stuff like that. So did he? No, yesterday. No, here's what happened yesterday, Dave. Literally, I go to pick him up the last couple of days, and literally I get to the school and I wait 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And he says, "Dad, can I walk home with my friend?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So then I have to drive all the way home, and then about 10 minutes later he gets home. He should be home in about 20 minutes or so. Oh gosh, Mickey, here we go with pizza. Oh my gosh, Mickey. Wouldn't you love to be able to have, you know, everybody does the Google Hangouts and stuff. I would love a Google Hangouts food stream. I haven't used Google Hangouts since November. It doesn't have to be this stream, but hey, Drew, you should do that. Wouldn't you love to see Google Hangouts as somebody, like everybody on the stream eating and stuff? I know I would. I would love it. I'd love to be part of it. But everybody, you know, before you make the stream up, you'd have to realize it'd be like a buffet. You'd have to bring this and that and stuff like that. But wouldn't that be fantastic? Dave's like, "No, Jeff, it would not be fantastic." Oh my gosh, I could totally go for one of those. Oh, yummy pizza. Oh my gosh. Gil Skills, Bob. Oh, that sounds so good. Only thing, I don't think I could eat the anchovies, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anybody like oysters? I could go for oysters. Hey, Pack Meal. No, I'm serious. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, on Deadwood. No, I'm serious. HBO this spring. Well, I'm going to have to take a look at. John, I'm going to look this up. I didn't know. I've watched all but Wired. Oh gosh. Now, John, have you ever watched a show called I know you're not talking about that, but anybody ever watch a show? It was a show that takes place in Baltimore. It's about like a drug deal going down in Baltimore. This fella Dominic, I think he's a British actor. It was called The Wire, and that show, fantastic. Idris Elba's on it. There's all these drug dealers taking place in like down in Baltimore and stuff like that. But it's a fantastic show. It's about these like undercover guys, like they've got a wiretap going on with the drug dealers and stuff. But The Wire, if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's that I'm not even finished. I've been watching that for years. I watched so many episodes and then I'll quit watching it. But The Wire, it's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's a fantastic show, The Wire. Mickey says, sorry to cut it short. I got to get something ready for the meeting. Good to see you. Mickey, no worries. And congratulations. You take care. We'll talk to you later, Mickey. Have a good one. No, I know you like that. See, Desmond Donders does like Lord of the Rings only. Yes. Let's see here. Oh, yes, my precious. Oh, my gosh. Gollum. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I could do that voice in a second. Thumbs up, Jeff. Thanks, Steve. Kitty's Market. Got to go. Guys, dinner time here. You all have a fun. Best regards. Peace out. You take care, Kitty's Market. Gilskills, right on. I'm eating 2 cinnamon raisin English muffins with butter, strawberry preserves. Bob, come on. Can you share, buddy? Come on, share, Bob. You know what I could go for? Anybody like Cinnabon? Is that a thing in the States or just here? I'm sure it's in the States too. I don't know if it's worldwide or just in North America. But Cinnabon, you like that? Oh my gosh, I love Cinnabon. Anything with cinnamon. Oh my gosh, yes. Thanks, y'all. Take care, Kitty's Market. Take care. Oh my gosh, Desmond's Donders. No, but I'd like an app that produced food, wouldn't you? Oh my gosh, Dave, that would be amazing. Just, you know what, there's some kind of program on your phone and that. My wife, if we want to share pictures, literally, she needed to get the pictures to do something on Instagram yesterday. So the pictures are on my phone, but she wanted to do it on hers. So literally, you take the phones and you tap them together, and it's some kind of, it's like a beam. It beams it over in a minute or two. Anyways, I'm like, can you imagine? This is like the modern day, smaller version of Star Trek. Beam me up. Let's see. Andy's Journeys. Greetings from Chattanooga. You know what? Every time I see that, Andy, I want to say Chattanooga Hooch. Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's good to see you, Andy. It's good to see you. Phoebus and Sissy, I gotta go. Everybody have a great day. You too. You have a good one too. Gil says, left myself. Oh, Bob, I love it. Steve, I have to go. Have a rocking day. You too, Steve, and thanks for coming, buddy. Thanks for coming. Ciao, Steve. All my Italiano friends. Ciao, Steve. Steve, have a good one. Thanks for coming, buddy. Thanks for coming. And it's Journeys. We have Cinnabon, but there are not a lot of them. We've got them. I don't think we have a lot, but they have them here too. Bye, everyone. Much love. Take care, Steve. You have a good one. Desmond Saunders, Dave says, Lindsay makes a lovely apple and cinnamon pie. Oh, that sounds delicious. Apple pie, Dave. Oh my gosh. Well, it seems to me like a cinnamon pie with an apple garnish. That sounds good. Ciao, Steve. Oh my gosh. Steve says, thanks. APAC Mila. Just heard article. Ooh. Okay. Was it APAC Mila? That's yikes. Oh gosh. Andy's Journeys. I'd rather bake my triple evil brownies instead. Ooh, that sounds good. Brownies. Oh my gosh. That sounds good, Andy. That sounds good. The brownies sound delicious. They sound delicioso. Yes, that sounds very good. Andy's Journey says, layer of brownie with chocolate chunks, layered double stuffed Oreo cookies, layered chocolate chip cookie dough. Yikes. My gosh, that's a lot of chocolate. That is a lot of chocolate. Sounds delicious, only it really does. Sounds good. Gosh, I've been going for a while. If I went about 10 or 15 minutes, it's been 2 hours. This doesn't usually happen. I don't usually go on this long. But it's been a good one today. It certainly has. You never know. You never know how the stream's going to go. But it was, had a good time today. I really did. Andy says, bake them a little under what brownie calls for because you can burn the brownies. Yes, I can imagine you could. I can imagine. Oh, wow, that does sound good. Oh, and Lee. See, I can't speak today. That sounds good, Andy. It really does. Yeah, no, I had a good time today here, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate each and every one of you. It was a good, nice stream and that, some fun and stuff like that. It's, like I said, it's absolutely beautiful out there. It's too, as my wife would say, it's too beautiful to be indoors, but it really is. Andy says, so sweet it makes your teeth hurt. Oh my gosh, I could go for, maybe not the teeth hurting, but I could go for that. Andy, the only problem is, I'm trying to trying to eat and get out and walk and stuff like that more. So, hey, pack meal. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Now, your average Jojo says, sorry I missed you all. Have a great day and night, everybody. Yes, Joe, I'm going to get off here in a minute or two. I'm literally just going to close it down. I've been on just about, I'm not sure exactly how long, but it's been a while today. I've been on an hour and 45 minutes almost, so it's I probably should get off here. And Andy says, everyone have a fantastic day and evening. You too, Andy. Anyways, I want to thank you, everybody, each and every one of you. I mean, I could sit and spiel each of everybody's names off. A Pack Mule, Desmond Donders, Now Your Average Jojo, a Pack Mule, Steve Believe Guitar, Gil Skills, Recycle Dude, Mickey XOXO, Drew's Food Reviews, Phoebus and Sissy, Katie's Market, there's other people, and I'm not trying to exclude anybody. It's just the names that I see on the screen right now. Literally, iMacy, yes, I want to say to iMacy for sure. And Gary Scandal, other people too. I'm not, like I said, trying to miss anybody. These are just the last names up on the screen right now. I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for coming. You didn't have to. Like I always say, you always make my day and the evening and stuff like that. It means a lot. You know, it's sometimes everybody can have good days and bad days, but you know what? If I'm having a bad day and I come on, 99.9%, 100% of the time, you make me feel better one way or the other, so I much appreciate it. Drew says, have a good one, Jeff, for the day. Take it easy, you too. Everybody, thank you again. Have a good afternoon and good evening. And like I said, I really mean it. Thanks again, okay? Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.